Peace. Good afternoon to Beach Talk. Beach Walk and Talk, or Beach Talk to stimulate thought. Yeah, I'm out here again on a Sunday afternoon. It's like 60 degrees out here, so it's a decent time to come out here on the beach and have some stimulating conversation, man. Random talk. I didn't bring my dogs with me today because I had them out earlier, and plus it's a nice day out and a lot of people got their dogs out on the beach. And so the little female that I have, she's not dog friendly. The boy, he's friendly to other dogs, but the female, she's not friendly. And I had to find that out the hard way because she doesn't bark or give any signs of when she's going to attack. And so she just grabbed this guy's dog a few weeks ago, so now I know. And mind you, on my last vet, I told you I haven't had her since she was a pup. I just got her like this month. So she's actually the mother of my dog. But anyway, I was sitting out here catching some sun rays because I've learned from some of the naturopathic doctors that I follow, and they study biochemistry, was explaining that people with our complexion, the darker complexion, need to get as much sunlight as we can. And in the wintertime, it's best for us to get, I'm missing a part. The reason why we should sit in the sun is because we benefit from the UVB spectrum of the sun, which provides us with vitamin D. And so in the wintertime, it's hard for us to get that because the sun and everything is on a different angle because of the winter season. And there is a window of time where as though we could come out and catch these vitamin D spectrum of the sun, the UVB preferably. The UVB sun spectrum is the one that we need. And so it was explained to me between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. during these seasons is the window of opportunity to get vitamin D for those who have more equatorial haplotypes. Shout out Dr. Inky. Shout out Ogun Dr. Sabi. Shout out KT the Arch Degree. And many others who follow the real rules of holistic or naturopathic living. Yeah, so bear in mind that I'm new at this, and I'm going through some internal battles as well. So I'm learning to have content, or I will have better content in the future, and we can have more stimulating, thought-provoking conversations. One thing that had came to mind, I was listening to a brother speak about, is this really our country and are we free? And he made a valid point, because he said you could be saying that this is your country here in the Americas, or the United States of America, whatever you prefer, that if we had a friend from another country, or we're just advocating that this is a free country, and we get pulled over by the police officer one day when we're on our travels, just hypothetically speaking, I mean this happened in real life, just creating a scenario, a story, and the police just snatch you out your car and pull guns on you. Is that a free country? Or either you have instances or events where you want to leave this country because of unfair financial treatment or inequality here, and you want to leave, but you need a passport. And if you have other conditions that's preventing you from getting passports, like extreme debt, they won't allow you to have a passport if you allegedly owe a certain amount of money. in one instance, when you allegedly owe an amount of money that you never asked for, that you never contracted with, that no one made you an offer and there was never any acceptance, you know, but you're held liable for a debt and held liable for a contract that you never entered into. And so you get fed up with that and you want to leave. You show and prove that you don't owe this money, but they play tricks. It's because maybe they don't want you to leave. They want you to, or have you obligated to pay a debt, which sounds crazy because I'm learning that debts could only be discharged and not paid because there's no real money. So if there's no real money, how can I pay a debt that I never contracted to in the first place? I'm saying all this is because they say this is a free country, man. And I have not experienced, in my personal experiences here, I have not experienced any freedom to a magnitude where though I could just leave or I could just travel the highways without worrying. So when I hear these things, it stimulates thought. And then I compare these things with my own experience that I had in this country. You know? And my experience in this country with prejudiceness and racism is indicative enough to know that maybe we not free, man. I don't think so. It don't seem like it. Because when you could be jailed for allegedly owing a debt with a currency that has absolutely no value. It's not freedom. It's not freedom at all. I can't see it being that. And if you want to leave the country, you have to go through red tape, meaning that you have to go through a process just to say, hey, now I'm clear what goes on here. I understand that this entire economic system, this entire establishment that you call the United States of America is like a huge mall, like a huge strip mall. So that means it's only about business. And once you figure that out, and you be like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this business, or, you know, no one never told me that this place was a business and that I would be liable for debts and can be jailed and there's no equality and I'm tagged with obligations and responsibilities that I have no idea, had no idea that I was responsible for. Because there wasn't anything what they call due process. You never gave me notice of the legal consequences. I was never given notice of any legal consequences. I'm learning this stuff now. at my age. And I'm fighting it now at my age. Because I have a goal. I want to leave this place. I want to leave physically leave this continent. I could live on this continent and still leave the United States of America. That's easy. We know all that shit is on paper. I've learned that that is not even real. It is a corporation, a fictitious entity that's in Washington, D.C. Whatever the square mileage of Washington, D.C. is, that is the United States. And what legally binds us to that are the things that they give us. These so-called benefits, Social Security and whatever else. You register for this. You need a Social Security number for everything, though. You basically need a Social Security number for everything. And that's what binds us from what I'm learning. And from what I've read. From what I've listened to and read. I listen to it and then I go look for it and I read it. And then I sit back and then I'll be like, have I had these experiences? Yes. So I've been wanting to leave ever since I was in my 20s, man. But I had no knowledge. Now I'm obtaining knowledge. And I've decided to leave. And I have a place where I want to go to. And so I have afforded all my attention on these issues. So I've imprisoned myself in the house and dedicated the majority of my time into reading and learning so that I could leave this place and be free and not have to go under the terms of black or obligor or non-custodial parent or non-custodial parent, excuse me, a person. Because I've learned by being those things, they obligate you to certain duties without even telling you all the legal consequences. And then we're trapped here in poverty. Only a few of us make it through, not all. And they'd rather live here, maybe because they know not what's going on in other countries. Who knows? But I know. Now I know. And I'm going to leave here. Leave here or die trying. I'll use that 50 cent trademark phrase. But just leave, just remake it into my own idea. Leave here or die trying. Because there's no equality here. You will never own anything here. You won't own a piece of land, a house, a car, your children. You don't own any of that because you have covertly signed your rights and signed them away, not knowing. We didn't know because our parents did it before us and their parents did it before them. So it appears to be a natural thing. It appears to be a natural thing. But I've made up my mind. My wife and I are leaving, and we're taking the children with us. And that's it. I'm going to close out, man, with peace. And if I have some other random content, maybe we could think about, maybe we could go a little deeper. Like I said, I'm new at this, so just bear with me. It's just something to do on my, I had a lot of free time, and my good friend said, hey, just do this. Put some time into it, and perhaps you get a small piece of change. Whatever. I'll do it anyway, because sometimes I talk to myself a lot. So I decided, hey, man, I'll just talk to the world. Maybe somebody will understand my story as I give it through these little series here. All right. So I say peace out to the people, man. And fight and learn and get freedom, man. It's the only thing right now, man. Get free. Not no homeless type free. Like I said before, not the freedom like a homeless person has, unless you're satisfied with that type of freedom. But I'm not satisfied with that type of freedom. I mean, I want to go to other lands, get up out of this spot, the Matrix, Babylon, whatever you want to call it. This is the land of the Lord of Illusions. You know? So peace.